All right, pack one, pick one. Welcome to Vintage Cube. We have got a few choices here. Gristlebrand looks nice. Minskin Boo looks nice. Brain Freeze, Ancient Tomb, Chromox, Channel. Did I already say Channel? I don't remember if I said Channel. There are definitely some people that like Channel. I am going to take Minskin Boo, I think. It's a very good card. I wouldn't fault anyone for taking Gristlebrand here. Channel, Ancient Tomb. I don't know about Ancient Tomb. It's kind of in the next tier, I think. But Minskin Boo is pretty good. Gristlebrand's good in Reanimator, but I'm not super hot on Reanimator in this current cube. Doesn't work with Flash. So let's do Minskin Boo. Timeless Heroes. And I think, to me, this is looking like a Magda. Little red-green beats action. Accelerate into turn 3 Minskin Boo. Thank you very much. There's also a UC if you value duels, but picking a red-green card doesn't really make sense to take a blue-black duel, so take a Magda here. Ooh, now we have Wheel of Fortune. Very powerful card. Orcish Lumberjack. Oh, we didn't see this. Orcish Lumberjack is actually real. Chopping down forest to make triple mana is like Black Lotus, and then you can tap the forest as well, so you can get 4 mana. It's crazy. There's also Skull Clamp, which is really good, but I think here I'm actually in for the Lumberjack and passing Wheel, passing Clamp, and just being able to turbo out Minskin Boo on turn 2. Let's do it. Turbo Minskin Boo. Let's go. Here we have Elvish Mystic, which is a little bit of an acceleration. I mean, Flage is a card. Mystic Confluence is a card, but given our pick so far, I'll take the Elvish Mystic and I'll be happy about it. Here we have Trumpeting Carnosaur, Mystical Tutor. Little bricky here. A little bit of a brick. What cards would we play? I guess we'd play Carnosaur. Like, it's good in a ramp deck. Turn 5, turn 4 Carnosaur. Use the other mode to kill something. Seems fine. I actually have not played with the new Bloodbraid yet, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be because I'm probably going to take Once Upon a Time here. This card is just busted. It's a free spell. And Llanowar Elves is fine, but we have Mystic, so I think that's fine. Next, we are looking at a pack of Magic the Gathering cards that has a Pest Infestation in it, and we are going to take that. Red-green. Pest Infestation is a very good card. We're looking to ramp so we can make this X a little bit bigger, a little bit quicker. Other options are Ghostfire Slice, Cradle. I don't think this is a Cradle deck. We'll take Pest Infestation here. That card can really just win some matchups. Excavator, Shifting Woodland. You know, I have not got a chance to play with Shifting Woodland yet. Ranumop. We could be Ranumopping if we pick up like a Strip Mine or a Wasteland. We're already playing green, so we would definitely welcome that. I think I'll take Ranumop Excavator on spec of picking up a Wasteland or a Strip Mine. I think that's what we'll do. Channel Wield. That's funny. A card that I said was potentially first pickable, defensible first pick, went around the whole table, and nobody wanted it. We hear green, red. Yeah, I'm gonna take Seething Song here. I think this is what this deck wants to do. Is do a little bit more ramp. I want to ramp into some other stuff. It's not that Seething Song is not the greatest with Minskin Boo. It's good with Carnosaur. It's good with Pest Infestation. But I think that's the kind of card this deck wants, especially if we pick up the 5-mana dragons. Then being able to dragon on turn 3 could be pretty good. We're drafting a little bit like we have a Mox Emerald and a Mox Ruby. But I think when you first pick Minskin Boo, I think you just have to like come to it with the idea that you're gonna pick up like some piece of acceleration. That way you can get it out a little bit early. It's still good on 4. I mean, it's a gross broken card even on 4, but if you can get out of early, Planeswalker, especially Minskin Boo, I mean, the likelihood of you winning that game is very, very close to 100%. Of course, there's things that they can do. They can go bigger. They can reanimate something. They can do other stuff. But in this environment, an early Minskin Boo is pretty good. And here, I guess I'll just take... I don't know. This is all a brick. We're not going to play any of these cards, so... Let's see here. Satyr Wayfinder, that's kind of a combo with Ronumap. Hired Claw, I don't even think I've fully read that card, but it's like a red aggro card, so I think we're good. DRS, huh? The Bane of Legacy at one point. Yeah, I mean, if we get some fetches, there's acceleration. I don't know. I'm not playing any of these cards, so. Alright. Okay, pack 1. We got some bricks. Really nothing too crazy. We got Minskin Boo, Past Infestation, Once Upon a Time is sort of our more premier cards, but really nothing completely broken, like no power, anything like that. We'll see what next pack brings. And a free Bitter Reunion. It's free real estate. Alright, what is happening here? Just really not a lot. What is that, a Greaves? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this first pick sucks. I guess are we taking Breach here? Like, I guess it's the most powerful card in our colors. I guess I would say that, make that qualification. Yeah, I mean, this deck is gonna struggle if we don't get some powerful cards and kind of a cohesive strategy going on. It's not even a fetch to take. Yeah, that's a rough first pick. Alright, I was hoping we can get past some power here. Maybe there's like a 2-power pack. I like Headliner Scarlet, Pyrokinesis. I like Palantir, even though I'm coming down on Palantir a little bit more. They just let you draw a card pretty much after the first 1 or 2 flips, so it's not terrible, but it's also not insane. We'll take PK. PK is a good quote-unquote free spell, and that's one way that a deck like this that doesn't currently have power can actually break parity with other decks, is actually like cast multiple spells at a time, including the powerful free spells. So what are we doing here? What is happening here? Nobody knows. We are not seeing any acceleration of any kind. Could we be Eureka-ing here? Yeah, I mean, the same deck that wants to play a Through the Breach wants to play a Eureka. And what are we trying to wheel the Portal? Because that's actually a pretty good Eureka target. I mean, I guess. What are we doing? Otherwise, taking Terrace Under or Escape the Wild or Oddity? Seems dumb. Let's do the higher value play here. So Eureka. Let's try and look for some Eureka stuff. All right, well, interestingly enough, we have Fury, we have Woodfall Primus. The Primus is really good with Through the Breach, especially. All right, we have PK. I want the second copy. Let's take Fury. Let's see if we can wheel Primus here. We may be able to. If not, I think it's okay. I'm not committed to the Through the Breach Eureka plan yet without having a few more fatties. So, yeah, I mean, Dracosaur's good. There's just no lands in this draft, huh? Cool. Could also take Talisman. No, this is one of the 5-mana dragons. It actually was not one of the ones I was talking about. I was talking about Goldspan and the Exert 4 one. Exert deal 4 damage thing. What a late DT. No respect for Demonic Tutor. A death for Reanimate. Triplicate Titan's like an okay breach target. What about Pentad Prism? That can allow a turn 3, 4, 5, 4, or 5 drop. Yeah, that's one way to accelerate. Again, with having a pretty fair deck so far, you need some asymmetrical ways to get ahead on mana. And dumping 2 mana into this on turn 2 allows us to get 4 mana on turn 3 if we don't have a land drop, or 5 if you do have a land drop. Which you can do like turn 3 Dracosaur, turn 3 Hardcast Fury. I'm going to take a Fanatic here. Our red-green ramp deck here. I guess we'll take a Fable Passage. It's not really good, but we need some way to fix it. And it's a fetch land for Deathrite. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of Voldaren Epicure. I think it's a very good card. So do I think is Bloodtithe Harvester. I've been on that train for a while. You can also take Endurance. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to be more important against decks that are trying to do something unfair with the graveyard. I don't know what that does. Yeah, let's just take more ramp. Okay, now we kind of are a Cradle deck with all these elves and stuff, so that's kind of funny. Kind of morphed into one a little bit. Take Oddity here. This card's good. Ooh, we wheeled a Primus. Nice. Sure, and sure. Can we get a Piece of Power? Can we get a Mox or Black Lotus? Is that too much to ask? All right, we'll take it. Off color, but it's a Mox. Passing Roberto, Mana Drain, Shell Breacher, City of Traders for Mox Jet. All right, we got a Mox inbound. And let's just see really quickly here. Yeah, Power Growth is just a very good card. Like it's very strong. So, Beseiju, Titania, Abrade. Those are Magic the Gathering cards as well in this pack. But yeah, Paraguay Fear all the way. All right, we got a single little piece of power. Green Red Ramp. Thinking about Eureka / Through the Breach. Need a little bit more support there. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. We got some pretty fast starts. Lumberjack, Mox, Seething Song, Magda. I mean, that's all good. Still on the lookout for Strip Mine Wasteland for running up. Good cards here that we're not going to be able to play. Force of Will, Solitude. I do like Library. I think that's a pretty good card. But here we're going to take Stomping Ground. We need to be able to cast our spells. I think that's kind of important. So it's kind of fun to cast our spells a little bit. So I guess we're just taking Delighted Halfling. We can take Myco Spawn. No, that doesn't really do anything. If we had the Cradle, maybe. There's a Fire Covenant. There's a DRC. I think we'll do Halfling. And now I really wanted that Cradle. A lot of powerful cards we're not playing. Mana Leak, Parallax Wave. And we're going to play Taiga. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we need our mana base to work. Really surprised we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen a single fetch land in this entire draft. Cobra, Vista, Sentinel, Arena of Glory. I think it's got to be Vista. Natural Order, huh? Too bad we don't have Atraxa. Is Natural Order still good? Natural Ordering of Woodfall Primus. Not really. We didn't really get there on the Eureka or Breach either. Let's just take Chain Lightning. We're really like a green-red, like tempo ramp deck. Just trying to get just a little bit further ahead than the opponent whenever they're at where they're at, and then just try to finish them off. What does Nissa even do? I have to actually read this card. Let's see. What does this card do? Okay. So it works with fetches and ramp spells. We're not going to play Fire Blast. I don't think we're going to play this Nissa either. Maybe we should play Fire Blast. We're kind of tempo-y. I guess this would be the deck for it. Like, sacking 2 mountains. At the end of turn 4, turn 5. Turn 6, they'll do the last bit of damage. Maybe that's correct? I don't know. City of Traders, huh? Sure, that's another way to ramp over Copperline Gorge. I'm down with that. Again, I just want to get a little bit ahead with this type of deck here. This is not a control deck where you're going to get completely pull ahead and just leave them in the dust. This is going to be something that you want to stay one step ahead of the opponent and cheap mana, acceleration. That type of stuff is going to be what kind of pulls you ahead. with 2 fetches. We never got there with the Wasteland or the Strip Mine. Sad face. I think we'll just take Soul Guide Lantern for decks where matchups where the graveyard matters. Don't even know what that was. Maybe this is a sideboard card. I think we're going to try the microphone here. I'm not sure it's going to make the deck, but I have a lot of creatures. Decent amount. All right. Well, not a super busted deck, if we're being honest, but let's see what we got here. Chain Lightning, Lumberjack, Halfling, Elvis, Mystic Elf, Shaman, lots of 1-drops, Fanatic Uranus, Once Upon a Time, Zeta Wayfinder, Pandemic Prism, Magda, Soothing Song, Endurance. Could use it on ourselves too. Pyrogoyf, Artie, Minskin Boo, Dragosaur, Fury, PK, Carnosaur, Primus on an actual casting it. Primus on a casting it for 8 mana. Off Dorks. A little bit of acceleration. No, I don't love it. What else do we even have here? Weird mana base. Not a single fetch. Not a single fetch. Wait, what? Let's just see here. We'll just count it up. 16 lands and a Mox and a bunch of dorks. Green sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red sources 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta flip that. All right, there's the deck. We gotta do quick Minskin Boo, quick Dragon, quick something. We have a little bit of Artifact Hate main board here. We have some Graveyard Hate sideboard. Didn't really get there on the Eureka Breach. Did get our Mox that we asked for, so that's pretty good. Micah Spawn can get City of Traders and allow us to get 6 or 7 mana on turn 5, or if we play Micah Spawn like earlier, like on turn 3, then even a turn earlier than that. Alright, we won that roll. That's the first step. The second step is not to have complete air. This is the reactive part of our deck. Graveyard hate, artifact hate, ramp. I'm mulligan that. I think we can do better. Yeah, this is better. Why was it stuck in my second main? That's weird. I'm pretty sure. I thought I clicked through that. Okay. Let's see what the opponent's on. If we drew like Minskin Boo, it's gonna be great. Next turn we go Prismatic or Pentat Prism for 2. Turn 3 Boo, Minskin Boo. We can also make a station. Blue black usually means we're not under a ton of pressure, which is pretty good since our hand is pretty slow. What if they surveil? We get to eat it. Do they realize they put it on top? Okay. Because we get value out of their binning it off the surveil, so that makes that a lot less good for them. 6 drop. Actually endurance off of past infestation if they do something like Dark Ritual and Tomb Exhume or Black Lotus. Yeah, cool card. Black Lotus, Tomb Exhume. Why do I feel like okay. Doomsday. Okay. Endurance doesn't do anything, right? Okay. Cool. Doomsday off of Black Lotus. Okay. Alright, so they're going to have a library that's going to have 5 cards in it that are going to be stacked. I think what I can do here is I can... They're going to probably go for... I think they're going to go for the kill with the 2 blue creature that just escaped me. And I think with the trigger on the stack, I think I can endurance them, and it'll shuffle their graveyard back into their library, and their graveyard should have like 3 or 4 cards, or 3 or 4 cards in it. And the Oracle only sees the Oracle only sees 2 cards deep, so they should actually lose. So we can also see their whole deck here, since they exiled everything else with Doomsday. So they got Cryptic Command, Treachery, Cryptic Coat, Shell Dog Portal, Spelljacker, Frantic Search, Tinker, and so we see they got a Mox as well as the Black Lotus. Cool. Nice. That must be nice. Alright, so, and I'm assuming in the 5 cards that we're not going to see is going to be like maybe Gush, Island, Thassa's Oracle, well, no, they showed us Frantic Search. Ancestral, maybe, who knows? We'll see. Alright. Coolio. Neato burrito. Let's hope they mess this up, or that the endurance does well. Surveil 1, draw a card. Sure. I think the Endurance is going to get him here. Because they're going to play Thassa's Oracle. But they're only going to have 2 Devotion. And when we shuffle their graveyard back in, it's going to be like several cards deep, and then they're just going to deck. Vault. Sure. How does that work? Are they not going for the kill this turn? I'm so confused. Three colorless makes something. Is this like a child? Okay, a talisman. Okay. You can tap that for blue, but how do you get the second blue? You tap it for red and Metamorphose and get blue. Okay, there's a gush. We knew the gush was coming. Don't trust your secrets to the sea. There's the Lotus. Okay, yeah. No diggity. Selects the Lotus. Plays the Oracle. And then here we Endurance. We Endurance here. It's so crazy that we I don't think they did it. So that they would lose though, because they're gonna have stuff. So they get to get a card. They're gonna go off again or try to go off again, but that definitely stymied their plans. I think that was the best use of Endurance, right? Like I don't think I wait to the trigger. I don't think it matters to let it hit and then respond to the trigger or just respond to the spell itself. Trinket Mage gets Lotus. Oh, that's great. That's just great. The opponent's deck is good. They're piloting it well. Yeah. The blackest of the Lodi. So we actually don't want to kill the Oracle because then it gets shuffled back in at Doomsday. So funny enough, we actually want to leave it on the battlefield. All right, what do we got here? Basic Forest. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do we have a land card? We have Endurance, and they have no yard? No. So we can't. Sure. Are they just gonna do it all over again now? Well, they don't have the Oracle in play, so how does that work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They're gonna lose life from this Mana Vault here. Storing up all that mana. It's a very dangerous thing. You're just gonna send? I would guess you just send, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, you just send, yeah. There's no reason why you don't. I'm not gonna block. That's fine. We don't have any way to shuffle back in, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't take that wheel. Well, wheel doesn't even shuffle, so I'm gonna eat the Endurance here just to gain the life. I mean, I don't know. You can play Lotus. Sure. Gosh. Okay. So So the two cards I have left are Doomsday and something else that I should know, but I can't remember. So let's just do. Let's just cast our Carnosaur. Wait a second. Oh. Let's add a red at some point. That sounds good. There we go. This makes 4 green. That's crazy. 7, 8. 8 mana is available. Now, they're gonna want to block with the Oracle. So that. Oh, I guess I should be using the. Wait a second. No, I can't make a black. I could have made a black off this, but I had to use the red for all of it. That stinks. Yeah. So, we're drawing cards. That's cool. It's cool to draw cards. They can't even get to black. Yeah, I just don't have to do anything. I just don't have to do anything. Like they have Doomsday, but they can't cast it. And then they'll deck. Darren's got him. Oh. Where? No. Dark Ritual? No way. Wait, is there a way? What's happening? Yeah. So, yeah. Darren's got him. Okay. Doomsday. How do you protect against Doomsday? Goodness gracious. I mean, that was the one card that we had that actually worked. That's so crazy. We picked it over another card. It is an important utility to have. All right, we put in more Graveyard Hate. Let's take out. Chain Lightning looks pretty soft. That seems fine. Let's run it. Once upon a time. So here's the problem. This hand is actually super powerful. It has no lands and it has no endurance. It has Uat. And then it's gonna be. I'm gonna keep it. We're up a game. I guess we'll see what happens here. And we are playing against like Doomsday, so like wow, that's just really insane. We're gonna have to get a land here. Well, at least we didn't see the endurance. I guess we could have got no. No, wait. If we draw another land, we can go Seething Song, Dragon Slayer, which is pretty good. Just get ahead of that Doomsday by just beating them down. Try to beat them down. Topaz. Taupe. Dog is gone. All right, we just continue to not be able to draw lands. And instead we draw dorks. So we're playing every dork that there is known. And we are just so soft to Pyrokinesis here. Okay. Very cool plays. Response. It's very fancy. All right. Make it like it was like a mana leak or something. It's gonna make my Minskin do uncounterable. And that'll be pretty good. They might go for it here. If they have the Lotus. They don't. Lotus, so. What's better? Seething Song Dracosaur or Minskin Boo? Probably Minskin Boo, I'd say. Alright, we are definitely not trusting our Secrets to the Sea. We're gushing and then discarding to hand size. We're gushing and then discarding to hand size, question mark. We are gushing and then going to discard. What are they going to discard? Like an island? Oh, a Triplicate Titan. Is that what you're going to try and bring in, my friend? Can we do anything about that? Endurance and the other piece of Graveyard Hate. Fury doesn't really work. 3. I can make it 4 and then 7. It'll take a couple turns. I guess Minskin Boo is the best thing. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, Seething Song, I get 5, 6, 7. It's 1 short. No, I can do Micro Spawn too. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Seething Song. It seethes. Now let's add green uncounterable. Minskin Boo. Can't counter it, so that's cool. It makes a thing. They put a counter on it. It makes a thing. Would use the ability. Review. Put it in there. Did I miscount? Because this makes 3. Yeah, I did count correctly the first time. That's 8. I don't know what. Oh, dang it, that stinks. I burned that Seething Song for nothing. Okay. That sucks. All right. Well, guys, math is hard, so. Barbie says math is hard. You guys remember that? Long time ago. Man, that sucked. You guys are screaming at the computer. You asshole. 4 and 4 is 8. You said 7. You said you were clear for 7. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, and now we don't have the red for Dracosaur. I guess that serves us right, huh? Serves us right. I really feel like it reanimates just... Animate dead. Doomsday. Okay. Alright. Can I do 1, 2, 3? I think it's because it has a weird frame. I don't know. I'm make excuses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets red land. Oh, wait, no way. Oh. Man, I messed up with that Seething Song. Okay. Fear's going to be kind of dead here. So they're doing their Doomsday pile. They're going to go for the Oracle thing again. And really, we have to kill them before they do it, or find the Endurance or the other Graveyard Hate. Well, the Graveyard Hate doesn't even do it. It's just Endurance that did it. Man, that was such a lucky card. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out if they sideboard anything. I see a Wheel of Fortune that I didn't see before. Weird. And not a single red source except the Coalition Relic. Yep. Alright. We are splashing. If we were sitting at the same table like a real draft, I would say they took the wheel that we passed. But this is league, not pods or tables or whatever. Consider that you have the win if you sequence your cards correctly. Gush here, because they don't have 2 islands in play. There's the Blackest of Lotuses. Do we need to like Oblivion Mulligan to Endurance? I'm assuming they're going to win here, unless they can't figure out how to win. They have 3 blue mana floating, 4 cards in deck. Mindstone. I feel like they're not winning this turn. 3 cards in deck, no mana available. 5 cards in hand. Because they're at 8 after Doomsday. And then this is lethal. All right, beat Doomsday by A, having Endurance, and B, being a little bit quicker than their setup. So, good match. Match number 2. Went 2-0 there. It's pretty good. We were definitely not a favorite to win that match. Having Endurance in hand, game 1, clutch. Having in game 2, just being able to put down a board even though I misplayed the Seething Song. Skimbo. No acceleration though, and 1 land. Man, that's pretty unlucky. I think we got to mulligan this on the play. Like, I'm not just gonna sit on 1 land and hope I draw another land for Wayfinder, and then maybe hit Skimbo on turn 4, turn 5. I don't think that's good enough. Pitchcast Fury, Chain Lightning, or Pitchcast Chain Lightning Fury. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that stinks. I thought we were off to a good start when I first glanced at it, when I saw Minskimbu, Fury, land, but there's just not enough. If this was a mana dork, yeah. My God. My God. Why? Welcome to the luck that is had. This is also a 1-lander, but it does nothing. Okay. I have to mulligan this again. I gotta go to 5. That's so depressing. Okay. Back, Forest, and DRS. We're done. Then on my Wasteland. I guess I could have let on Mountain, but. And then played Taiga when I played Shieldbreaker. Yeah, because Malta 5, if they have Wasteland, it's very attractive. Okay, well. Hashtag never punished, so that's good. Land. Okay. Alright. I actually think this 5 is better than the 7 and the 6 that we had previously, so we'll get to do turn 3 Minskin Boo if this Magda gets to attack here. It's not bad on Malta 5. What is that? Tidehull Sculler? Please no. Not a Scullerino. Prismatic Ending. Okay. Well, so much for my dreams of my turn 3 Minskin Boo. Unless we draw Mox here. Let's draw Mox Jet. I love the fact that we're recording this. It's great. Called Shot. Oh man, that's really hilarious actually. That's actually incredible. Not a bad Malta 5 here. Wow, Malta 5 Mox Jet summoned. And we are off to game 2. It's like 5-color something. We don't really know. Just gonna ship it. Color Prismatic Ending for 1. We lost a die roll. How unlucky. Now let's just have that Mox in our opener. That was crazy. Summoned Mox. Alright. Mr. Pizza Boy is deliberating whether or not they would like to play the game of Magic the Gathering first. Which I assume they are going to play. I assume they're going to play the game that we're here to play. All right. Huge acceleration of nothing. I'm going to keep this, I think. We have enough gas to draw into on the draw. I don't want to mulligan this and have a one-lander, a one-lander piece of junk. And I'd be like, why did I mulligan this hand? It's fine. It into a Polygorp that does nothing, except it's going to be a 1-2, it looks like, pretty soon. Mr. Pizza Boys. Let's run it. Let's click that OK button. Unless you're cracking your land in your second main, which is totally acceptable. You can do that. If you want to play around my mana drain. Alright. Let us play an Elvish Mystic and pass the turn. Next turn we get to go Mountain, Lumberjack, Fanatic, and we're just set up to play just everything. Hopefully we stay great. We're good on mana sources, I think, probably forever. So maybe not forever. Not Lumberjack. Down Forest. Probably gonna need to have some Forest if we end up using it even once. Bloodghast. Hardcast, Bloodghast. Well, that is definitely a strategy in Magic the Gathering. One can certainly play that, and you will not be stopped. If that is what you want to do, then you will be allowed to do that. fanatical schmatical. Oh, can't block, so next time I can just send the team. Okay, I can now make black mana. That's actually good for my death, right? Okay. Huh? What? Are you gonna pump it? I'm extremely confused. I will accept the bait. Bait accepted. Blood gas in the graveyard. Okay. I mean, look, is it a strange play? Yes. Is it a bad play? Almost certainly yes. I don't know really what that was. Can we make a colorless mana besides waiting a turn with halfling? No. So I actually do want to use this ability. So the kicker ability. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just do. I can make black mana. That's so silly. Sure, man. Just do that. And you definitely get to gain some lives. And then we're going to take away one of your lives with this Orcish Lumberjack. It's coming in hot with this axe here. Super hot. Oh, my Pyrogoyf grew by eating the Haywire Mite. That's funny because it's an artifact. That's pretty cool. It's going to get smaller here when they play a land. What is this? Rotating. Oh my god, are we getting like Dark Depths comboed? No, okay. We're just getting a Lush Portico. Okay, well. That I can live, and we get back Bloodghast. Look at the technology. The opponent is just doing their thing here. They just cannot be stopped. Alright. Are they going to attack into my lethal blocker again so they can get back to Bloodghast? Seems like fun. They are going to? Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll play along. I don't. What does this serve? But then it's got 2 damage marked on it. What does this do? So you just Wrath of God the board anyway. So okay. Yeah, I'm still kind of confused on kind of what all that does. So they have 2 cards in hand. And we don't get to kick some Mega Spawn now. That sucks, but alright. Oh, it says Eternalize. It becomes a 4/4. Is that just better? No, I think. Actually, I think even. Look at that. Even Stevens. Alright. In before I forget about City of Traders and then just casually play a land and then lose the City of Traders. In before that happens. So now we can play anything. We have to remember to tap it first if we draw a 7-drop. Let's not be dumb. Let's play the card correctly. So now we can just cast anything, and I hope that we stop drawing lands. That would be my hope and my dream. Doomsday. A lot of Doomsday lovers today. Strange. Must be something in the air and the political moment that is making people feel a sense of impending doom, such that my fellow drafters have been drafting doom-based decks based on Doomsday and Damnation and rules of the night that keep coming back to haunt you and attack for no reason. What's the idea? Maybe that I don't block because I don't know what's going on, and so I take like 2 or 4 damage before I start blocking. The world may never know. I wonder if they're going for an Oracle win here as well. Maybe they also... So I think they figured out that really no one knew what was going on. So with that, we are 2-0 from 2 2-0 matches. We are in the finals here with a nice one, and we summoned a Mox when we needed it, and we are green-red stompy tempo, trying to get good draws and curve out with the help of some dorks. I get by with a little help from my friends. This is what they say. One trophy so far in the Vintage League. That's with I think it was like with a Mox Ruby, Mox Emerald, green-red deck as well. I don't know if that one was recorded. I think I screenshotted the deck. Let's see. Sure. This Fabled Passage is looking really ugly. Looking real ugly. Ulvenwald. It's a super turn 3 Ulvenwald. Doesn't get any quicker, unfortunately. What would be great is if we ramped with this stuff, and then opponent played a bunch of artifacts, and then we passed Infestations with all the mana that we had after we laid down the Oddity. The super turbo Oddity on turn 3 that is always going to be on. Unless we draw Mox, remember that. Remember that at home. If we draw Mox, and the whole game changes. Turn 1, Sequin, Coast, and Ponder. Look at the top 3. Shuffle, draw a card. Don't know what they're doing. Don't care. Ponder away. Prismatic Vista for Forest. A Lighted Halfling goes. Most likely going to be what it is. Unless we draw for it. Dream Mountain. Nice. Nice. Good Mouse Mountain. Forest here. Alright. We got Mana Leak up. And we're gonna leak some stuff. The jig is up. This is what we're doing, man. We're playing mountains and forests and ramp cards. We're giving it up. I'm gonna play this before tax because, yeah, I don't care. Because it doesn't really matter, so. Click OK twice. That seems really silly. We're basically gonna play that. It's gonna resolve or it's not, and then we're going to attack with what we're always gonna do. Remember, there's no sequence that we can play turn 2 Oddity without a Mox, so we're going to get the turn 3 Oddity here, and hopefully they don't have the counter for that as well. They were super scared of Fanatic of Ruinous, making 1 mana, so we'll see. Maybe they just wanted to use their cards. They did not play a land. Well, we do need to play a land. Counter? Counter? feel like they have a counter, but I can't not play it. I'm just going to sit here and not play the card, so seems dumb. Alright, no removal. Alrighty then. Next turn we have Hardcast Fury. If they play a blocker, they play a Coalition Relic. Okay. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. That's actually funny. That is funny. Let's take a second and appreciate that that's funny. Beginning of combat. I want to send with you. And alright, let's hope they don't have Spell Pierce here. Past Infestation. Choose up to X. This game is so terrible. Okay. It's UI. X is currently 2. Good. Let's hope they don't have Spell Pierce here. That would suck. They're like, alright. Well, blue-white, Miscal, Ponder, Coalition Relic, blue-white stuff. Blue-white stuff. Primus actually seems good here. This is probably going to be a slow matchup. Watch they combo me out now. Now that I say that. Blue-white stuff. Blue-white stuff. Blue-white control. Love to have control. I'm just going to do that because if we kill a forest to ramp out a spell and they counter it, it sets us back so far. So I think that's fine against blue. Just take a second. Not cut down our trees. Sure, this looks good. Blue. There you are. There you are, PGG. Alright. To order my cards a certain way usually. Blue and white spells are being made available. I'm actually going to use this to cast the Magda, just so it can't get countered, which is not going to allow us to not attack with the Halfling, so we're missing out on a point of damage, but it also doesn't matter. So Malcolm in the middle. It's going to hit us once and then get Pyrogoyfed. Hopefully, if that resolves. Okay. Sure. Interesting. What if I just play Oofenwald Oddity? Just go super aggro. And let this hit me one more time before I Pyrogoyf it. I kind of like that idea. Beat. Aggressive. Beat. Aggressive. Because Jace is not a good block here. And so we're going to get the treasure, and then we're going to get a pretty hard beater here. Next turn we can both. Treasure. Cool. And then next turn we can actually summon Microspawn Kicked on the Hallowed Fountain. That's It's pretty real. That is pretty real when it comes down to it. Cutting them off for mana. Okay, Malcolm hits, but we'll probably Pyrogorph the Malcolm. I don't know. Definitely before the 4th for sure. Maybe we should. Let's just see what they play. 4 cards in hand, 4 mana is available. They played an island. Pass the turn. Okay. Okay, so. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Do both. I have to attack first. Alright, we're gonna play these here. I go to attacks. We are attacking with these. Let's see what they do here. Hull Breacher. I don't think this is going to work out the way they want it to work out. What does that do? What? Okay. I'm a little confused, but I guess we'll see. Well, we're going to see what's going on here. I can still cast Pyrogorph here if this doesn't work. Okay, sure. Now we're just going to do it to this. Why did you play that and then just not block? That doesn't make any sense. You're going to try and wheel here. Okay. Are you looking for like a force? What could you be looking for? This is an ability. Stifle? I have no idea. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, this has been great. This has been excellent, I think. I'll do Pyrogorph. Kill your Malcolm. And now you can have your turn. So 4 mana and a Jace. The Jace can flip. The Jace can replay exactly nothing. Well, maybe they discard an Ancestral here. That actually wouldn't be very smart, would it? Okay. Pyrogorph is a 0/3. Pyrogorph, you suck. Fractured Identity, the Ulvenwald Oddity. I have no way to sacrifice it. Correct. Correct. Well, we don't like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can kick it and eat it. I mean, yeah, that's like the best we can do. Super weird, super weird, super weird. We are super weird. See ya. what a we can get. Nope. Unfortunately, we're not doing anything. They just have the ground gummied up here, but Glimmer Lens. Well, that looks like a pest infestation target if I don't. You just want Pygrowth to be the best blocker in the world, don't you? Minskin Boo. Yeah, I mean, it seems good, right? I think that's got to be good. All right, seems pretty good. All right, you better do something pretty good here, my friend. Oh, you can. Ooh, I should have read that card. They can fractured identity my Minskaboo, right? Is that true? Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy. Anything I can do about that? Not really. I don't feel like I can do too much about that. I guess we'll just cast that. That seems good. Can we get like something here? That seems pretty good. What happens if I send all three at Minskin Boo? Then probably eats Pyrogoyf, eats Magda. So 7. That's interesting. If I send everything at Minskin Boo, Boo eats Pyrogoyf. If it eats Magda, gets in 4. Yeah, I think that's actually the play. I don't know. Maybe this is bad and I'm just bad at this game and everyone is bad. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Oh, they don't like my stuff being uncounterable, huh? Okay. I mean, they don't have Minskin anymore. Is Fractured Identity still in their yard? No, it exiles it. Okay, thank God. We have a dragon. Got a bunch of mana. I feel pretty good about this, I think. My feelings are pretty good. Is that just to draw the card? I'm guessing that's just to draw the card. Because it has first strike. So. Very cool. I don't think that does anything. Are you dead on board here? All right. Very cool. Very, very cool. Can we hit the attack button? I don't know. Maybe. Can we do it? It's exactly lethal. Snapcaster Mage as a last blocker here. Sure. Sure. I'll just cast my Mox. Just because. Whatever. Okay. Freaking Pest Infestation. Freaking MTGO. I think I overtapped by 1. So let's just keep this up for like days. And not like dump it into the spell. That was my thought there. And then it just took me a minute to look around that. Alright, we don't care. We don't care. It's already their turn. What do you even know about that? Alright. I have to have some sort of a sweeper here on single white. I could have an upheaval. Yeah. We have done 3-0 with 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 here with a pretty nice one. Let's take a look at what we had here in the main board. I don't think this deck was super powerful, but it played out well. We did have a Mox, of course. A lot of one-drop acceleration. Some pretty strong plays. Minskin, Uvenwald, Otterdy, Pyrogoyf, Jaxor, Pest Infestation. Bungled the Seething Song on match 1, but still got it. And yeah, thanks for watching.